All right, so welcome back, everybody. This should be the second, I believe, in the kind of going over all the IPA or International Pokemon Association coaches that we have. Today, I'm joined here with Alex of the Baltimore Honchkrows. So, Alex, why don't you kind of introduce yourself? We're kind of going to be following the same format that we did in the last one. So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. Kind of go over kind of your experience is in Pokemon as the game in terms of ladder, in terms of league play. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, my name's Alex, coach of the Baltimore Honchkrows, obviously. Like you said. Definitely. My YouTube channel is Flame Dog, like with 3 3 3 3 with like 4 3s. Just call me Flame Dog 3 or Flame. That also works.
We'll probably have
Oh,
all that in the description.
yeah, that works. Yeah, in Pokemon, I started competitive in X and Y, but I've been playing since I was like maybe 2 years old. So it's been a long time playing. But competitive
Right.
started with X and Y because it's way easier. It was way easier to actually get into.
Mm-hmm.
Ladder wise, I was bad. I still think I'm pretty bad. Ladder wise, OU, not my favorite tier. UU, I'm not too bad at. And I used to be actually like top 10 NU for a little bit there.
Okay, so the preferable tier would be NU then, I guess, to put down.
Before Granville went, but now Granville's gone. So I mean, you can't really do much about that. I haven't played much since Granville left the tier, so that's me. But yeah, I'm also a gym leader for a Facebook group called Mirage Island. Check that out; it's pretty cool. 8 gyms, stuff like that. I run a fire grass gym over there. We do multi-type gyms, makes it more interesting. We're a pretty good challenge, I would like to think. But yeah, going into a league format and stuff like that, I run a couple leagues.
Right on, right on. So tell us a little bit about those then.
All right. So I've ran 3 total leagues so far. I'm on my third one. We're making the playoffs. It's gonna be my second successful league. The first one didn't go so well because there were some arguments and stuff like that between some players.
Mm.
Just fell apart. You can't really have that in league. So
Yeah, I hear you.
rebooted, tried again. Then I mean, this was kind of successful. It wasn't completely successful, but we got to like week 10 out of 12, and some people just decided to drop out because they're like, I have a losing record. There's no point in actually playing
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
always kind of disappointing, I suppose, when that happens as a kind of as a community. It's so. I guess that's kind of one of the tricks, I guess, of coming together as a community is to be able to take your losses without
Oh yeah.
difficulty.
So yeah, exactly. We already had the playoff set, so people were just like, yeah, no reason to even play anymore. So I made it actually to the championship, and that I lost it because I ran a wrong damage calc, and I'm still pissed about that.
Oh,
And then third league, actually, we're about to go into the playoffs. Our playoffs are starting next week, Saturday. I'm first round bye. I'm the best in my conference. Things like that. It should be interesting.
okay.
We actually completed it all the way. Like people actually finished all their pet battles, and like people were still excited to battle, even though they were like, say, there was people that were like 3-9 in the end of the season. Like they were still pumped. I know like one of the people like they're versing a 7-4 team, and they were 3-8. So they only had their last game, and all they ran was explosion. So it was kind of cool. Just as a joke, last game,
I
I
mean
still have
that's
some
better.
fun.
That's definitely better than just leaving, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I guess with experience like that, would you say you're kind of would you say you're feeling pretty confident going into this season?
I feel I'm pretty good. I think my overall record in the leagues I've ran because actually depends on skill level because and stuff like that, obviously. But I know I'm 10-2 in the last one. The one before was 9-3 with and one championship loss, which sucked. So I'm pretty confident, I suppose. I'm feeling good. I especially enjoy my team though. So
All right. Well, on that note, actually, let's kind of jump straight into the draft because we've been doing kind of a lot of talk about just leagues and in general for that. So let's go kind of more not too specific because we do still have the analysis, the team analysis overall for your team. It's gonna be a thing. So we don't want to go too in depth to take away from that. But kind of one of the major things, as I stated before, is a lot of times people's drafts are kind of defined by your first three. In a lot of cases, I'd even go as far as to say first four, but usually the standard is about your first 3 picks, pretty much your very first pick, actually. I think a lot of people can agree on are kind of your, definitive things, the things you build your team around, the things that kind of, if you mix up and take, I guess, the wrong thing as your first Pokemon, like let's say, for instance, I took Gengar as my first pick. Let's say I accidentally put Haunter in as my first pick. That would change things a whole lot. But like, what I'm kind of getting at is your first pick kind of branches out the rest of your team, and the rest of your team is kind of built to kind of work with that Pokemon. So I want to first go over your very first pick, then kind of go into your first 3 picks as a whole, but let's just first start in with Victini. So I'm assuming, based on your Skype profile picture, that Victini was on the it was the plan to get as your first turn. Is that a correct assumption?
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm not very obviously I don't know you guys, your skill level and stuff like that. There's one mon that I can use for days. Like knowing defensively, offensively, like just need some support. Throw it on there. It would be definitely Victini because it's one of my favorite Pokemon to use in battle. So it's definitely like was something I'm really comfortable with, and I'm like, if I need to make a statement early on in the weeks, and like say if I drafted something uncomfortable and I wouldn't be that good first week. I might be underrated and underlooked. So, I mean, I'm hoping Victini can actually, like, make me show, like, hey, I'm actually not too bad of a battler. I might still be pretty bad, but not too bad of a battler.
I'm sure you'll do fine. But no, Victini is definitely a pick that I'm sure a lot of people would agree is a excellent first-round pick. I guess going into your second thing, and kind of also one of the things I wanted to bring up is your Mega. So Mega Venusaur and Tyranitar and Victini. So let's talk about those 3 Pokemon really quickly together. Was that all according to plan? Is that did something get sniped and you have to switch things around? Your thought process for these 3 Pokemon.
Oh, okay, so Victini was first round comfortability. And then I really didn't want Mega Venusaur second round. I was hoping it would drop, and I was surprised it did, but it dropped. So it went all to plan. And then I was looking at the board, and I was like, what's something that could complement Mega Venusaur nice? Well, Mega Venusaur has that nice fighting resistance, and I know Tyranitar has like that weakness though. But I mean, it complements Tyranitar well with Mega Venusaur because you have that psychic immunity, which can't hit Mega Venusaur, and then you also have that flying resist, which can't hit touch Mega Venusaur. So
not to mention the dark resist for Victini as well.
Exactly. So Tyranitar, it was just happened to be there. I don't think it was initially planned. But like I was talking to somebody about it, and they're like, "Is T-Tar still there? Because it would really work well with your team." And I thought, like, yeah, and like just going on to one more pick because it just so happened to drop Excadrill in the fourth round with Tyranitar.
To that. I mean, if you pick Tyranitar, we all know what your next pick's gonna be, right?
Excadrill was still there. I thought it was going to be gone. That's usually a first round pick. I was fourth round. I was like, I couldn't resist.
Yeah, definitely couldn't resist. Things went really late in this draft. So getting Excadrill round 4 is definitely definitely an impressive thing to do. Looking at your overall team, again, not really going into specific Pokemon at this point, but why don't you, if you had to pick out a, biggest weakness and biggest strength that your team kind of brings to the table this season going into the first week, I guess not really even specifically against your opponent, just coming into this first season, what does your team bring to the table in terms of biggest weakness, biggest strength?
All right, I'll start with weakness because might as well start negatively. Looking at my team, okay, if we're actually talking about specific weaknesses, if someone brings a Hawlucha, it's game over. It's, I'll probably find a way around it, but I mean, it'll be a tough one if I see a Hawlucha sooner or later. But fighting, flying, definitely ruins some of my core.
Yeah, they are hard types to resist when you think about it, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. But that could be a problem. But other than that, I think otherwise my team is actually quite sound. I have some sweepers. I actually have some like things that really hard hitters that like people don't really want to switch in on. So like going in one mon that I think is definitely like an underrated pick was my last pick, Glaceon. Highest special attack in I think PU. And I dip my toes in PU every now and then, and I know people are going to be thinking that they can bring in, say, a neutral hit or a neutral mon in on Glaceon and expect to take like maybe 40% from it.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No,
They're going to get hit
Glaceon
hard.
is. I mean, when you think of the evolutions, they do all have the same base stat total. So there is a 130 there somewhere. So it's not something that's exceptionally easy to resist, not in any way. So that's. I mean, I can definitely see that it's a 2 point pick, and it's definitely gonna if you can use it to fill the role that it looks looks as a drafted mon, the role that it needs to be filled. If it can fill that role, then it's definitely worth the 2 points.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. But yeah, definitely worth the 2 points. And going on to like the pot, like my biggest happiness with this team is
yeah,
like I feel like the synergy works so well. I can like a lot of things I can run different ways. Like I can run bulky Crobat if I wanted to. I can
so
run
the
bulky,
I
like
suppose the versatility of all the mons is what you're saying.
no, yeah. I can run a lot of bulky stuff, and it's just so
A lot of things have
versatile.
a lot of different roles that they can pull off.
Yeah, like I don't have to keep bringing like I could run special T-Tar one week if I really wanted to,
I mean, you
or
could, yeah.
I mean I could run there's only like a few mons that like okay, like these things are going to be coming, and like they may have a few different roles, but there's only a few of those. Like a lot of them you will have to prepare from like all different sides of the coin.
Hmm.
So definitely one of my biggest advantages in the draft. I definitely am going to enjoy using it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, actually, to kind of touch on the your point about how you have to touch on all sides of the spectrum to quote Rain Quaza, Excadrill can run physically offensive, but your opponent might predict that, so you might have to watch out for that.
Oh, oh man, that base 130. Oh, that's something. Oh man.
But jokes aside, kind of one last thing I suppose I want to touch into before we go is kind of your opinion on the power rankings. And again, I'm not really going into the player analysis because I kind of find them kind of biased. But
Yeah.
again, I am kind of repeating myself. But this is before I've uploaded any of the videos, so all the people I'm interviewing haven't actually heard this yet. So people who are watching on YouTube are going to be hearing me say this for the second time, but I kind of find the player analysis biased, but I do kind of find that they follow a similar trend, kind of on average, to what our actual analysts have to say. So, looking at our analyst picks, we have Bob placed you at 9th place. We have Frigate placed you at 5th place, which is in the again 6 people are making playoffs, so it's in the projected playoff spot as of right now, and Jesse has placed you at 8th. So, opinions on that? Would you do you
All right.
agree? Do you disagree? Do you just opinions on it? What do you think?
I'm just saying now. I'm definitely have a better draft than Brett, so I'm not sure what Bob is thinking there. Don't know you, Bob, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, come on.
Well, to be fair, Bob's like one of the best players that I know. So I'm
Still
sure
don't
there's
know
like
what
a
he's
very good
thinking.
reason for it.
I'm pretty sure he does too. I don't really take power rankings to heart. That's
No,
one thing I
again,
don't
these are
do.
just specifically to the
Yeah,
draft. These have nothing to do with the player.
yeah. I know, but I'm saying like
Hmm.
definitely people could see my draft from different perspectives. Like
Yeah.
some people may not see like how I like, especially with play style wise. Like some people might not be comfortable with how I play the game.
Right.
So like power rankings don't really bother me, but where I play is I think I'm where I should be, mid of the pack, not too high. Like I know a lot of the players place me like really high. I can see why, because they might be scared of versing sand offense, which everyone should be.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But I mean, besides the sand offense, I feel like I'm middle of the pack. I had a good draft, but I feel like others definitely had some more reliable drafts, especially like with if they have like a more not more so common play style, but like more so balanced play style and
Yeah, which
things
is kind
like
of the
that.
favored playstyle, I suppose, in League.
Oh yeah.
Kind of easier to pull off, I suppose, as opposed to offense or just pure stall, right? So I guess that makes sense.
But I feel like I'm middle of the pack, so it's good.
All right, so no, that definitely makes sense. I could definitely see where you're coming from. But thanks for your time with it. Glad we got to get your kind of your perspective on things. And I guess we look forward to seeing you in the first season of the IPA.